Alright everyone, it's Bro back with another video, and I'm gonna bring to you another Atlassian Intelligence video, and this time we're gonna be focusing on the Confluence page capabilities of the Atlassian Intelligence. So before you start to use the Atlassian Intelligence at all, first of all, what you need is to enable it on your Confluence. So how you actually do it, so you go for admin.atlassian.com, and in there you're gonna go for the settings, and within the settings you're gonna be selecting the Atlassian Intelligence. Now, when you select the Atlassian Intelligence, it's gonna ask you to go for some of the products that you actually want to have Atlassian Intelligence to be activated, and it's usually gonna be Jira software, it's gonna be Confluence, and it's gonna be Jira Service Management. Now, let's get back to the video, shall we? So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm just gonna edit this page, and in here you're gonna see Atlassian Intelligence to write about everything. Okay, now there are some interesting things in here. First of all, there's something here that says info, then note, success, warning, error, add an emoji, move the emoji. So basically this is for this background right here there is regarding this section. Now the first and foremost what we can actually do in here is to summarize the writing. So when you do the summarization of the writing, as you can see right here, it indeed does the summarization. So what I can actually do is, if I want, I can insert it, and when I actually insert it in here, so it says welcome to the research space, this is your space overview. So in here basically I don't need to have this section anymore. So you can delete this if you want, because it's not going to be needed. And as you can see, it indeed summarized everything, because it's much shorter than it was. So if I go for the Atlassian Intelligence one more time, so now what I can do is I can go for improve the writing. So the improve the writing is supposed to actually do some of the formatting, which indeed it improved the formatting. As you can see in here, for the team member it said like role, and then you mention a team member, again a team member, then a role, then you mention it, role, then mention, and that's it. So also, yeah, but basically you have this improve writing option. Now also what I can actually find are the action items, and definitely what I can do is I can insert these action items right here. So I can also delete this, and as you can see, these are the action items that says customize the space, create a page, and you can actually check everything out. This is a pretty useful feature, especially when you have some meeting and when you have some outcomes of that meeting, and you need to, and there were like a lot of things that were actually in there. Or, for example, some new documentation. For example, it could be the PRD, or the product requirement document. I used to write that a lot when I was a product manager, and this would be like really useful to actually know what would be the action items in here, especially when you have the high um, high priority deliverable items. So this could be really useful, or for when you're actually a Scrum Master and you want to have the action items that need to be taken for the next sprint retrospective in order for that retrospective to be better. Now let's go back to our options in here. So there is something as well. So let's go down. So we can suggest a title, customizing your research team space. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting in here. So I can now use this as a page title. This is not bad at all. And yeah, customize your research team space, a step-by-step guide. So as you can see in here, it is stating that basically, yes, this is the step-by-step guide that you actually need to take in order for everything to be completed. Also, a pretty interesting title indeed if you want to be, if you want to, if you actually don't know how to give the title of something. Like, you don't want to give it like HR meeting or something like that, HR meeting 1, HR meeting 2, or something like that. And probably you're not doing this because this would be a bad practice. So you can actually use this feature to do that. Fix spelling grammar. Okay. Let me see here. Customize the space overview by clicking on edit, the meeting notes, your research, what is your team's mission. Okay, so I cannot see a lot of changes in here because previously it did something. So then you have like Brainstorm. So what do we want to brainstorm about? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna be like, write a 200-word explanation of AI, for example. Alright, and in here, it's actually giving you, so it's not like brainstorming when you enter it in the chat GPT and actually it gives you that mini essay. Atlassian Intelligence does differently, so it actually puts it in bullet points. So it, if I can say, you would have that essay, but as well you would have everything summarized into one place. So, and it says like provide a brief history of AI, including its origins, key milestones, explain concepts or artificial intelligence and how it differs from human intelligence. So yeah, this could be really useful, and I'm gonna say insert, and actually it inserts it right here. If I don't want this to be here, I can actually move it and actually just paste it right here. Alright, let's go back to our AI. All right, so you can make shorter, right? Okay. All right, so this indeed would be shorter, but shorter doesn't mean it's more accurate, right? So as you can see, what actually does it indeed it made it shorter, and how it made it shorter, um, it actually deleted most of the spaces in between. So you can actually see, like, from here, um, like question mark, and then you have right away meet the team, and then you don't have a space here, add team members, photo role. Okay, you have spaces in here, and then you have dot, and then you have team member role, so there are no spaces in there. It indeed made it shorter, because technically that is correct, and indeed it's shorter, but it's not like accurate. And now there's some things like a change tone to professional, to empathetic, to casual, or something like that. Yeah, this is also a common way that is being used in prompt engineering when, for example, you wanna make like a blog post, or you want to make an article. And so in here it's actually, it can change tone to professional, to casual, to empathetic. So it really depends, like, how you want to present it. In the business world, this is geared towards your audience. So who you're actually presenting this to, the business people, to to younger generations, um, or actually to someone else. So I'm actually interested if I say change this tone to the professional one. Right. Which serves a landing page for your how can someone create a book? Okay. Right. So this is what it does. Okay, it completely changes the whole page. Wow. All right. All right. This is actually pretty great, because it basically changed the whole page. So you're currently in the space where we serves as a landing page for your space. All right. So this is something that we have for the professional tone. I want to go with more casual, let's say. What does it say? What's your team's mission? Edit button in space to customize this overview. Provide a brief. Okay. So I don't see any of any of particular changes in here. So that is for the casual tone. Then you have for the educational tone. Right. Okay. Right. Right. So I'm gonna leave it like this. And yeah, this was actually the Atlassian Intelligence for the Confluence. That would be everything. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Jira Bro channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.